everyone, it's Melissa and welcome back to my channel. Are you ready to create with the newest Softlex Company design kit? Diamonds are a girl's best friend. I will be designing a double-stranded bracelet using the beautiful and exclusive bead mix from this design kit, and I will leave a link down below in the description if this kit is still available. This was probably my favorite item in the kit. It had some glass pearls, some freshwater pearls in this beautiful fuchsia color, mother of pearl shell, some cat's eye beads, and then, of course, your Austrian crystal in four different shades. And they did have two larger bicones and a light rose. I went ahead and made some matching earrings for my bracelet. And I just added these on a head pin for the beautiful butterfly coin, and then I attached it to an eye pin for the Austrian crystal. And I've added on some of my beads already, and we are using the 925 Sterling Silver Extreme soft flex. So this is super awesome, and it's a precious metal, so it just really elevates your design and makes it high end. And before we start creating, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It helps my little channel grow. And I will leave a link down below in the description for a tutorial playlist. So on my first strand, I have some glass pearls with mother of pearl and then the freshwater pearls. And then I just added one cat's eye bead in the middle, and they're all about 6 millimeters. And if you haven't used the Extreme Soft Flex before, it is a softer gauge. It is a medium soft flex wire, just like the standard wire, but it has more of a pro econal flex to it. So it's a really nice stringy material, and it will fit through all of these beads, like the gemstones and the mother of pearl. Sometimes that can be hard with the beads with the soft flex wire. So I have my beads added on. And when I'm doing bead stringing, I like to keep it on the spool on one end. It just acts as a bead stopper. So we're going to have one 2x2, and we're just going to slide that in like we would a bead. And then we're going to pass back through our 2x2. And this can feel like a little loose. So if you have an extra piece of soft flex wire, you might just want to add that in. We're going to bring in our pliers, and we're just going to give it a little squish. And this is going to flatten our 2x2 and keep our project secure. I'm going to rotate my pliers and squeeze again. This is just going to round my 2x2 and give it a more professional finish. It looks like a little bead. We have a little extra soft flex, so we're just going to trim that with our pliers. And then we're just going to slide all of the beads down. We're going to cut a good working length of soft flex from our spool. And we're going to add our 2x2 on the other side. And pass back through. We want to make sure that our loops are fairly the same size. They don't have to be perfect, just similar. We're going to take our plier and squeeze again and rotate. And we have part of our beautiful bracelet done. One strand. Trim off the extra soft flex wire. Very pretty and pink. And you could just attach your clasp directly to the soft flex, but I'm going to attach it to jump rings, just kind of a design option. But then if you ever want to switch out your clasp in the future without having to restring the project, you can just open up the jump ring and make your adjustments. So we're going to set the first strand off to the side. And now I'm going to be adding in some soft flex wire in medium and beautiful pink tourmaline. Just feel this is going to pair so well with this design. So I have a little piece left over from another project of the pink tourmaline, about 4 inches. And we're going to use our beautiful crystal heart. And this came in the bead mix, and we're going to make a little veil with the soft flex wire. I just wanted something a little sturdier and also for the colors to kind of complement each other with the bracelet. Sometimes with your projects, depending where the drill hole is, this is a top drill pendant or charm. It's an 18 millimeter heart. You can't fit a jump ring through here to connect it. So we're just going to make our own bail out of soft flex wire, which just allows you to incorporate a wire into your design to match it a little bit better, as well as it's going to minimize any damaging from your pendant. Just because sometimes when you try to put a jump ring on, it can scratch like the crystal or the gemstone, or it might break when you're trying to add it in. So we're just going to have our piece of soft flex. We're going to add on our heart and our jump ring. On the opposite side of our soft flex, we are just going to pass back through our 2x2. And this is just going to create like a little circle. And it's up to you how big or small you would like your circle to be. You just want your pendant or your charm just to kind of move freely a little bit. You don't want it right up against the bead. With your longer piece of soft flex wire, we're just going to pass back through. This is going to create like our little veil, but it's going to look like a little infinity link. Just pass it back through. And then you'll just make your adjustments of how big you would like it to be. These are 6 millimeter beads, so it's up to you how you want it to sit in between the bead. Then we're just going to take our pliers, and this time we're just going to flatten our 2x2. We're not going to rotate it just because of where the placement of the crystal is. We're going to trim off any extra wires. So we're at the middle of our bracelet. And then the last bead that I added on was a 6 millimeter glass pearl. We're just going to add on our beautiful hoop charm. And then we'll add on another pearl. So you can see the beautiful pink tourmaline just kind of acts as like a little bead spacer, but then it really matches those fuchsia color freshwater pearls. We're just going to continue to add on the rest of the beads till we reach the length of our bracelet, and then we will attach our clasp. And then we're just going to compare our loops and make sure that everything is even. We'll squeeze and rotate. Trim off any extra soft flex. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Have our beautiful bracelet. We're going to add in this toggle bar, and this was exclusive to the kit. So it's connected by 2 jump rings. So we're just going to open our jump ring. We're just going to gently twist side to side. Open jump ring. We are just going to connect our 2 strands. And then we're just going to give it a close. If you want to, you can always attach another jump ring if you need to make it a little bit longer or if you're giving it as a gift. Do the same thing on the other side with the bar. We're just going to open up our jump ring. And attach our 2 strands of our project. Give it a close. We have our beautiful, very pretty and elegant pearl and Austrian crystal bracelet. And I'm just going to add a little charm to the end of my bracelet to match my earrings. So we have one of our little butterfly beads, and they are double-sided. They have like a rainbow metallic finish to them. So it's going to pick up the colors of the beads and then the sparkle from the crystals. be using my one-step looper and a 1.5 millimeter, and this is just going to make the loop on the head pin. You just slide it into your tool and give it a squeeze. And we have the perfect loop. And I just like to take my round nose pliers and make sure that my loop is completely secure and closed. I'm going to add in a 6 millimeter jump ring. And when adding charms or embellishments to your project and your bracelet, you want to make sure, especially if you're using a toggle clasp, that you add them to the side with the circle. You don't want to add them to the side with the bar because the bar has to pass through. And if you have a lot of embellishments, it's not going to pass through and it won't allow your bracelet or necklace to close. So we have an open 6 millimeter jump ring. And then we'll just add on our beautiful butterfly. And I love how it's two-sided, so if it moves when I'm wearing this, I'll see a butterfly on each side. We're going to attach it to the jump ring on the clasp and then just give it a close. And we have our beautiful double-stranded bracelet with pearls and mother of pearl and Austrian crystal. And this is using the bead mix from the Softlex Company Design Kit. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. And then I just added in this beautiful little butterfly bead, laser etched bead, check glass. And then we have matching earrings with the two larger light rose bicones. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It helps my little channel grow.